What if I told you that over 2,000 years ago, ancient China had already invented a device that could detect earthquakes hundreds of miles away? A time when most of the world was still trying to understand the ground beneath their feet, the Chinese were already predicting its movements. This is just one of the 25 mind-blowing inventions from ancient China that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about history. From the first compass that guided explorers across uncharted seas to the accidental discovery of gunpowder that changed warfare forever, these inventions are not just relics of the past but the building blocks of modern technology. By the end of this video, you'll uncover the secrets behind these groundbreaking creations and how they shaped the world as we know it today. So, are you ready to dive into the mysteries of ancient Chinese ingenuity? Let's get started. Now, let's take a closer look at one of the most fascinating inventions from ancient China, the seismoscope. Created by the brilliant scientist Zhang Heng during the Han Dynasty, this remarkable device is often considered the world's first earthquake detector. Picture this, a large bronze vessel intricately designed with 8 dragon heads positioned around its rim, each holding a small metal ball in its mouth. Below each dragon, a corresponding toad sits with its mouth open, ready to catch the ball. The genius of this design lies in its simplicity and precision. When an earthquake occurred, even hundreds of miles away, the vibrations would travel through the ground and cause a pendulum inside the vessel to swing. This movement would trigger one of the dragon heads to release its ball into the waiting mouth of the toad below, indicating not only the occurrence of an earthquake but also the direction from which it originated. What makes Zhang Heng's seismoscope truly groundbreaking is its ability to detect seismic activity without modern technology. At a time when most civilizations were still grappling with the concept of earthquakes, this invention demonstrated an advanced understanding of natural phenomena. It wasn't just a tool for detection, it was a symbol of ancient China's scientific prowess and their desire to harness knowledge for the betterment of society. The seismoscope's design was so effective that it laid the foundation for future advancements in earthquake detection, inspiring modern seismographs that we rely on today. This invention wasn't just ahead of its time, it was a testament to the ingenuity and curiosity of ancient Chinese thinkers. Moving forward, let's explore how Zhang Heng's seismoscope has left an indelible mark on modern science. While the original device may seem like a relic of the past, its principles continue to inspire and inform the way we detect earthquakes today. Modern seismographs, the tools we now use to monitor seismic activity, owe a great deal to the foundational ideas behind the ancient seismoscope. These advanced instruments measure the intensity and direction of earthquakes with incredible precision, but at their core, they share the same goal as Zhang Heng's invention: to understand and predict the movements of the Earth. One of the most striking aspects of the seismoscope's legacy is how it demonstrated the importance of early warning systems. In ancient times, knowing the direction of an earthquake could help communities prepare or evacuate, potentially saving lives. Today, this concept has evolved into sophisticated networks of sensors and algorithms that provide real-time data, allowing us to issue warnings seconds or even minutes before an earthquake strikes. This technology has become a lifeline for regions prone to seismic activity, offering a critical window for people to seek safety. Beyond its practical applications, the seismoscope also serves as a reminder of the enduring power of human curiosity and innovation. Zhang Heng's work challenged the limits of what was thought possible in his time, and his legacy continues to inspire scientists and engineers to push boundaries. Modern interpretations of his design have even sparked interest in creating hybrid technologies that combine ancient principles with cutting-edge materials and electronics, blending the wisdom of the past with the possibilities of the future. As we reflect on the seismoscope's journey from ancient China to the present day, It's clear that this invention was more than just a tool, it was a catalyst for progress. Its influence can be seen in the way we approach disaster preparedness, scientific research, and even the design of new technologies. Zhang Heng's Seismoscope reminds us that innovation often begins with a simple question: how can we better understand the world around us? And as we continue to build on his legacy, we honor not just his ingenuity, but the timeless spirit of discovery that drives us forward. Now, let's turn our attention to another groundbreaking invention from ancient China, the magnetic compass. While we often associate the compass with navigation and exploration, its origins are deeply rooted in a practice far removed from the high seas, divination. In ancient China, the compass began as a tool for fortune-telling and aligning buildings according to the principles of Feng Shui. Known as the south-pointing spoon, this early version of the compass was a lodestone carved into the shape of a spoon, balanced on a polished bronze plate. The spoon would naturally align itself with the Earth's magnetic field, pointing south, and was used to harmonize spaces and predict auspicious events. The transition from divination to navigation was a pivotal moment in human history. By the time of the Song dynasty, around the 11th century, the compass had evolved into a more practical tool for sailors. Chinese mariners began using magnetized needles floating in water to determine direction, a design that would later spread across the world. This innovation revolutionized sea travel, enabling explorers to venture farther than ever before with greater confidence. No longer reliant solely on the stars or landmarks, sailors could navigate open waters even under cloudy skies or during the night, opening up new possibilities for trade, exploration, and cultural exchange. The compass didn't just change how people traveled, it reshaped the world. It played a crucial role in the age of exploration, guiding European explorers like Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama as they charted new routes to the Americas and Asia. These voyages, made possible by the compass, connected distant civilizations and transformed global trade networks. Silk, spices, and ideas flowed across continents, creating a more interconnected world. The compass became a symbol of human ingenuity and the desire to explore the unknown, embodying the spirit of discovery that continues to drive us today. But the compass's impact wasn't limited to navigation. It also influenced the way people understood the world. By revealing the Earth's magnetic field, the compass provided early evidence of natural forces that were invisible yet powerful. This discovery laid the groundwork for future scientific advancements in magnetism and geophysics, showing how a simple tool could unlock profound insights into the natural world. As we reflect on the compass's journey from a divination tool to a navigational marvel, it's clear that this invention was more than just a practical device. It was a gateway to new horizons. It reminds us that innovation often begins with curiosity and a desire to understand the unseen forces shaping our lives. And just as the compass guided ancient explorers across uncharted waters, it continues to inspire us to navigate the complexities of our modern world with clarity and purpose. Now, let's shift our focus to a lesser-known but equally fascinating aspect of the compass: its role in ancient Chinese warfare. While the compass is often celebrated for its contributions to navigation, its military applications were just as transformative. In ancient China, generals and strategists quickly recognized the potential of this tool to gain a tactical advantage on the battlefield. By using the compass to determine precise directions, armies could coordinate movements more effectively, especially in unfamiliar or challenging terrain. This allowed for better planning of ambushes, retreats, and surprise attacks, giving Chinese forces a significant edge over their adversaries. The compass also played a critical role in the logistics of warfare. Ancient Chinese armies often had to traverse vast distances, and maintaining a sense of direction was crucial for transporting troops, supplies, and equipment. With a compass, commanders could ensure their forces stayed on course, even during night marches or in dense forests where landmarks were scarce. This level of precision not only improved the efficiency of military campaigns, but also reduced the risk of getting lost or separated, which could spell disaster in the heat of battle. Beyond the battlefield, the compass's influence extended to the broader strategies of empire building and defense. Ancient Chinese rulers used the compass to map out and fortify their territories, ensuring that borders were clearly defined and protected. This was particularly important in regions with rugged landscapes, where natural barriers like mountains and rivers could be both a blessing and a challenge. By understanding the lay of the land through compass-guided mapping, Chinese leaders could make informed decisions about where to build fortresses, roads, and watchtowers, strengthening their hold on key regions. The compass's impact on warfare wasn't confined to China. As the technology spread along trade routes, it found its way into the hands of other civilizations who adapted it for their own military purposes. For example, the Mongols, known for their formidable conquests, likely used compasses to navigate the vast steppes and coordinate their lightning-fast campaigns. This exchange of knowledge and technology, facilitated by the compass, helped shape the strategies of armies across Asia and Europe, leaving a lasting mark on the history of warfare. But the compass's role in shaping global trade routes cannot be overlooked. By enabling safer and more reliable sea travel, it opened up new opportunities for commerce and cultural exchange. Chinese merchants armed with compasses could venture farther than ever before, establishing trade networks that stretched from the South China Sea to the Indian Ocean and beyond. These routes not only transported goods like silk, porcelain, and spices, but also ideas, technologies, and traditions, creating a vibrant exchange that enriched societies across the globe. As we consider the compass's dual role in warfare and trade, it's clear that this invention was a cornerstone of ancient Chinese ingenuity. It not only transformed how armies fought and empires expanded, but also connected distant civilizations in ways that continue to influence our world today. The compass reminds us that innovation often has far-reaching consequences, shaping not just the tools we use but the very fabric of human history. And with that, let's move on to another remarkable invention that changed the course of civilization, the art of papermaking. Now, let's turn our attention to an invention that revolutionized the way knowledge was shared and preserved: papermaking. Before the invention of paper, ancient civilizations relied on materials like bamboo strips, silk, and animal bones to record information. These methods were not only cumbersome but also limited in their accessibility. Enter Cai Lun, a brilliant official of the Han Dynasty, who is credited with refining and popularizing the art of papermaking around the year 105. His innovation marked a turning point in human history, paving the way for a more efficient and widespread means of communication. Cai Lun's papermaking process was both ingenious and practical. It began with the use of readily available materials such as tree bark, hemp, old rags, and fishnets. These were soaked, boiled, and beaten into a pulp, which was then spread onto a flat surface to dry. The result was a lightweight, durable sheet of paper that could be easily written on, folded, and transported. This method was not only cost-effective but also scalable, allowing for the mass production of paper. For the first time, knowledge could be recorded and shared on a scale that was previously unimaginable. The impact of paper on ancient Chinese society was profound. It transformed education by making books and written materials more accessible to a broader audience. Scholars and students no longer had to rely on expensive or unwieldy materials to study and share ideas. Paper also revolutionized record-keeping, enabling governments and businesses to maintain detailed accounts, legal documents, and historical records with greater efficiency. This newfound ability to document and preserve information laid the groundwork for advancements in administration, law, and culture. Beyond its practical uses, paper played a crucial role in the spread of literature and art. Poets, philosophers, and artists could now express their ideas more freely, knowing that their work could be easily reproduced and distributed. This led to a flourishing of creativity and intellectual exchange, enriching Chinese culture and leaving a lasting legacy that continues to inspire us today. The invention of paper was not just a technological breakthrough, it was a catalyst for the growth of human civilization. As we reflect on Cai Lun's contribution, it's clear that papermaking was more than just an invention, it was a gateway to progress. By making knowledge more accessible and portable, it connected people across vast distances and generations, shaping the way we communicate and learn. And with that, let's explore how this groundbreaking invention spread beyond China's borders, influencing cultures and societies around the world. From the heart of ancient China, the art of papermaking began a remarkable journey that would eventually touch every corner of the globe. While Cai Lun's invention transformed Chinese society, its influence didn't stop at the borders of the empire. Over time, the knowledge of papermaking traveled along trade routes carried by merchants, scholars, and travelers who recognized its immense value. This journey was not swift, but it was unstoppable as paper became one of the most transformative technologies in human history. The first stop on paper's global journey was the Islamic world. By the 8th century, Chinese papermaking techniques had reached the Abbasid Caliphate, where they were eagerly adopted and refined. The Islamic world, with its thriving centers of learning and culture, saw the potential of paper to revolutionize record-keeping, literature, and science. Cities like Baghdad and Samarkand became hubs of paper production, and the material quickly replaced parchment and papyrus as the preferred medium for writing. This adoption played a crucial role in the Islamic Golden Age, enabling the preservation and dissemination of knowledge in fields ranging from mathematics to medicine. From the Islamic world, papermaking spread to Europe, arriving in Spain by the 12th century. The Moors, who controlled much of the Iberian Peninsula, introduced the technology to regions like Andalusia, where the first European paper mills were established. Over the next few centuries, paper production spread across the continent, reaching Italy, France, and beyond. The invention of the printing press in the 15th century further accelerated the demand for paper as books became more accessible to the masses. This marked the beginning of a new era of literacy and learning in Europe, often referred to as the Renaissance, but paper's journey didn't end there. It continued to spread to other parts of Asia, including Korea and Japan, where it was embraced for both practical and artistic purposes. In Japan, paper became integral to traditional arts like origami and calligraphy, while in Korea, it played a key role in the development of early printing techniques. Even in regions where paper arrived later, such as the Americas and sub-Saharan Africa, its impact was profound, transforming communication, education, and cultural expression. The cultural significance of paper's global spread cannot be overstated. It became a universal medium for sharing ideas, preserving history, and fostering creativity. From religious texts to scientific treatises, from government records to personal letters, paper connected people across time and space. It bridged cultures, enabling the exchange of knowledge and ideas that shaped the modern world. As we look back on the journey of papermaking, it's clear that this ancient Chinese invention was more than just a tool, it was a catalyst for global progress. By making knowledge accessible and portable, it laid the foundation for the interconnected world we live in today. And with that, let's turn our attention to another groundbreaking invention that changed the course of history: gunpowder. Now, let's shift our focus to an invention that began as a spark of curiosity, but ended up reshaping the world in ways its creators could never have imagined: gunpowder. Unlike many of the inventions we've discussed so far, gunpowder wasn't the result of deliberate engineering or careful planning. Instead, it was discovered almost by accident during the Tang dynasty around the 9th century. Chinese alchemists, in their quest to create an elixir of immortality, stumbled upon a volatile mixture of saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal. little did they know this seemingly harmless experiment would ignite a revolution in warfare and technology. At first, gunpowder was used for its dazzling effects rather than its destructive potential. The Chinese quickly realized that this explosive mixture could create spectacular displays of light and sound, making it perfect for celebrations and rituals. Fireworks became a hallmark of Chinese culture, lighting up the night sky during festivals and ceremonies. These early uses of gunpowder were more about wonder and artistry than power, but that would soon change. As the centuries passed, the military applications of gunpowder began to emerge. By the time of the Song dynasty, Chinese engineers had started experimenting with gunpowder as a weapon. One of the earliest examples was the fire lance, a tube filled with gunpowder that could shoot flames and projectiles at enemies. This primitive firearm marked the beginning of a new era in combat, where brute force was no longer the only deciding factor in battle. The Chinese also developed gunpowder-based weapons like flamethrowers, grenades, and even early forms of rockets, giving them a significant advantage on the battlefield. The transformation of gunpowder from a tool of celebration to a weapon of war was a turning point in history. It didn't take long for this technology to spread beyond China's borders, carried by traders and travelers along the Silk Road. By the 13th century, gunpowder had reached the Middle East and Europe, where it was quickly adopted and refined. The introduction of gunpowder weapons, such as cannons and muskets, revolutionized warfare, rendering traditional fortifications and armor obsolete. Entire empires rose and fell as a result of this new technology, and the balance of power shifted dramatically across the globe. But gunpowder's impact wasn't limited to warfare. It also played a crucial role in shaping the modern world. The development of gunpowder weapons spurred advancements in metallurgy, chemistry, and engineering, laying the groundwork for future innovations. It even influenced the way societies were organized, as rulers needed to invest in new military technologies to maintain their dominance. As we reflect on the journey of gunpowder, it's fascinating to think about how a simple alchemical experiment could have such far-reaching consequences. From its humble beginnings as a source of entertainment to its role as a catalyst for global change, gunpowder is a testament to the unpredictable nature of human ingenuity. And with that, let's move on to explore how this explosive invention continued to shape the course of history in ways that still resonate today. Now, let's delve deeper into how gunpowder fundamentally altered the landscape of warfare and left an indelible mark on global history. The introduction of gunpowder weapons didn't just change how battles were fought. It reshaped entire strategies, societies, and even the way nations interacted with one another. One of the most significant shifts brought about by gunpowder was the decline of traditional fortifications. For centuries, towering stone walls and castles had been the ultimate defense, offering protection against sieges and invasions. But with the advent of gunpowder-powered cannons, these once impenetrable structures became vulnerable. Massive walls that had stood for generations could now be reduced to rubble in a matter of hours. This forced military architects to rethink their designs, leading to the development of star-shaped forts with angled walls to deflect cannon fire, a clear example of how gunpowder spurred innovation even in defensive strategies. On the battlefield, gunpowder weapons leveled the playing field in ways that had never been seen before. Prior to their use, warfare often favored those with superior physical strength, training, or access to expensive armor and weapons. But with the introduction of firearms like muskets and arquebuses, even a relatively untrained soldier could wield devastating power. This democratization of force meant that smaller armies could now challenge larger, more established forces, shifting the balance of power across regions. The psychological impact of gunpowder weapons cannot be overstated. The deafening roar of cannons and the blinding flashes of gunfire struck fear into the hearts of enemies, often causing panic and disarray before the fighting even began. This psychological edge became a key component of military strategy, with commanders using gunpowder weapons not just to inflict physical damage but to break the morale of opposing forces. Gunpowder also played a pivotal role in the rise of centralized states and empires. The cost of producing and maintaining gunpowder weapons required significant resources, which only wealthy and organized governments could afford. This led to the consolidation of power as smaller feudal systems gave way to larger, more centralized nations. The ability to field gunpowder-equipped armies became a symbol of a state's strength and modernity, driving competition and innovation among rival powers. Beyond Europe and Asia, gunpowder's influence extended to the colonization of the Americas and other parts of the world. European powers armed with gunpowder weapons were able to overpower indigenous populations despite being vastly outnumbered in many cases. This technological advantage played a crucial role in the establishment of colonial empires, reshaping global trade routes and cultural exchanges in ways that still affect us today. As we consider the broader implications of gunpowder, it's clear that its impact went far beyond the battlefield. It accelerated the pace of technological advancement, influenced political structures, and even altered the course of human migration and exploration. From the fall of medieval castles to the rise of global empires, gunpowder was a driving force behind some of the most transformative events in history. With this explosive chapter of human innovation in mind, let's turn our attention to another groundbreaking invention from ancient China, one that would change the way knowledge was shared and preserved for centuries to come. Now, shifting our focus from the explosive impact of gunpowder, let's explore a quieter yet equally revolutionary invention from ancient China, the printing press. While gunpowder reshaped warfare, the printing press transformed the way knowledge was shared, preserved, and spread across the world. At the heart of this innovation was Bai Sheng, a brilliant inventor whose creation of movable type printing laid the foundation for a new era of communication. Bai Sheng's invention, developed during the Song dynasty around the year 1040, introduced a groundbreaking method for printing. Unlike earlier block printing techniques, which required carving an entire page of text onto a single wooden block, movable type allowed individual characters to be arranged and rearranged as needed. These characters were typically made from clay, baked to harden, and then inked to produce crisp, clear impressions on paper. This system not only saved time and materials, but also made it possible to print multiple texts without carving new blocks for each one. The mechanics of Bai Sheng's printing press were remarkably sophisticated for their time. Each character was a separate piece, stored in a grid-like system for easy retrieval. When a text was ready to be printed, the characters were arranged on an iron plate, secured with a frame, and coated with ink. Once the printing was complete, the characters could be disassembled and reused for future projects. This efficiency was a game-changer, enabling the mass production of books, documents, and other written materials. The impact of movable type printing on Chinese society was profound. For the first time, knowledge could be disseminated on a scale never before imagined. Books became more accessible, allowing scholars, students, and ordinary citizens to engage with literature, philosophy, and scientific discoveries. This democratization of knowledge played a crucial role in advancing education and intellectual discourse, fostering a culture of learning that extended far beyond the elite classes. Beyond its immediate benefits, Bai Sheng's invention also paved the way for future advancements in printing technology. While his clay characters were eventually replaced by more durable materials like wood and metal, the core principles of movable type remained the same. Centuries later, these ideas would inspire Johannes Gutenberg's development of the printing press in Europe, which in turn sparked the Renaissance and the scientific revolution. In this way, Bai Sheng's work not only transformed ancient China, but also left a lasting legacy on the global stage. As we reflect on the printing press, it's clear that this invention was more than just a technological breakthrough. it was a catalyst for cultural and intellectual progress. By making knowledge more accessible, Bai Sheng's movable type printing helped shape the course of human history, proving that ideas, when shared widely, have the power to change the world. With this in mind, let's now turn to another remarkable invention from ancient China, one that revolutionized agriculture and played a key role in feeding growing populations. Now, as we delve deeper into the cultural ripple effects of Bai Sheng's printing press, it's fascinating to see how this invention didn't just change the way texts were produced, it reshaped the very fabric of Chinese society. The widespread availability of printed materials brought about a cultural renaissance, making literature, philosophy, and scientific knowledge accessible to a much broader audience. For the first time, ordinary people could engage with ideas that were once reserved for the elite, sparking a surge in literacy and intellectual curiosity. One of the most significant impacts of the printing press was its role in preserving and spreading classical Chinese texts. Works by Confucius, Laozi, and other great thinkers were reproduced in large quantities, ensuring their survival for future generations. This preservation of knowledge wasn't just about maintaining tradition, it also allowed for new interpretations and debates, fostering a dynamic intellectual environment. Scholars could now build upon the ideas of their predecessors, leading to advancements in fields like astronomy, medicine, and engineering. Beyond China's borders, the influence of movable type printing began to spread, eventually reaching Europe. While Johannes Gutenberg is often credited with inventing the printing press in the 15th century, it's important to recognize that his work was built on principles pioneered by Bai Sheng centuries earlier. Gutenberg's adaptation of movable type, using metal instead of clay, revolutionized European society in much the same way it had transformed China. The mass production of books played a key role in the Renaissance, enabling the rapid spread of ideas that fueled scientific discovery, religious reform, and cultural innovation. The printing press also had a profound impact on the way information was shared during times of political and social change. In China, printed materials were used to disseminate government decrees, agricultural manuals, and even poetry, creating a more informed and connected society. Similarly, in Europe, the printing press became a powerful tool for challenging established authorities, as seen in the Protestant Reformation. Martin Luther's 95 Theses, printed and distributed widely, ignited a movement that reshaped the religious and political landscape of the continent. What's truly remarkable is how Bai Sheng's invention transcended its original purpose, becoming a catalyst for global change. By making knowledge more accessible, the printing press empowered individuals, challenged traditions, and laid the groundwork for the modern world. It's a testament to the enduring power of innovation, how a single invention can ripple across centuries and continents, shaping the course of human history. With this in mind, let's now turn our attention to another groundbreaking invention from ancient China, one that transformed the way food was grown and sustained entire civilizations. Now, shifting our focus from the world of ideas to the fields that fed a civilization, let's explore another remarkable invention from ancient China, the iron plow. This seemingly simple tool revolutionized agriculture, laying the foundation for food security and societal growth in ways that still resonate today. The iron plow emerged during the Han Dynasty around 2,000 years ago as a significant upgrade from earlier wooden plows. Unlike its predecessors, the iron plow was far more durable and efficient, capable of breaking through tough soil with ease. This innovation allowed farmers to cultivate land that was previously too difficult to work, expanding the amount of arable land available for crops. The result, a dramatic increase in food production that could support a growing population. One of the key features of the iron plow was its design. It often included a curved moldboard which helped turn over the soil more effectively, burying weeds and crop residues to enrich the earth. This not only improved soil fertility but also reduced the labor required for farming. farmers could now prepare their fields faster and with less effort, freeing up time for other tasks. The iron plow became a symbol of agricultural progress, enabling communities to thrive even in challenging environments. The impact of the iron plow extended far beyond the fields. With more food being produced, ancient Chinese society experienced significant changes. Surplus crops could be stored or traded, leading to the growth of markets and the development of a more complex economy. Villages grew into towns and towns into cities as people no longer needed to spend all their time working the land. This shift allowed for the rise of specialized professions from artisans to scholars, further enriching the cultural and intellectual life of the time. Interestingly, the iron plow also played a role in shaping social structures. As agriculture became more efficient, landowners gained greater influence while the labor force became more diversified. This dynamic laid the groundwork for the feudal system that would dominate much of Chinese history. Yet, it also highlighted the importance of innovation in driving societal change, a theme we've seen repeatedly in our exploration of ancient Chinese inventions. The legacy of the iron plow is still felt today. Modern farming techniques owe much to the principles established by this ancient tool, and its influence can be seen in the design of contemporary agricultural equipment. By transforming the way food was grown, the iron plow not only sustained ancient China, but also set the stage for advancements that continue to feed the world. With this in mind, let's now turn to another invention that made daily life easier and more efficient. An innovation that carried heavy loads with surprising ease. Now, let's take a closer look at how the iron plow didn't just change farming, it transformed entire societies. This invention was more than a tool, it was a catalyst for growth, shaping the very fabric of ancient Chinese civilization. With the ability to cultivate more land and produce greater yields, the iron plow played a pivotal role in supporting population growth. As food became more abundant, communities could sustain larger numbers of people, leading to a steady rise in population across the region. This agricultural boom didn't just mean more mouths to feed, it also meant more hands to work and minds to innovate. As villages expanded, they began to evolve into bustling towns and eventually thriving cities. Urbanization took hold, with people moving away from purely agrarian lifestyles to pursue new opportunities in trade, craftsmanship, and governance. The surplus food generated by the iron plow allowed individuals to specialize in professions beyond farming, fostering a more diverse and dynamic economy. The ripple effects of this shift were profound. Markets flourished as surplus crops were traded, creating networks of commerce that connected distant regions. Artisans, merchants, and scholars emerged as key figures in society, contributing to advancements in culture, technology, and governance. The iron plow, in essence, laid the groundwork for a more interconnected and sophisticated civilization. But the impact didn't stop there. As cities grew, so did the need for infrastructure and organization. Roads, canals, and administrative systems were developed to manage the increasing complexity of urban life. The iron plow's role in enabling this growth cannot be overstated. It was the engine that powered the rise of ancient China's urban centers, setting the stage for centuries of progress. Interestingly, this agricultural revolution also influenced social hierarchies. Landowners who controlled vast fields became powerful figures, while the labor force diversified into specialized roles. This dynamic not only shaped the feudal system, but also highlighted the interplay between innovation and societal structure. The iron plow, in many ways, was a symbol of how technological advancements can reshape the world in unexpected ways. As we reflect on the iron plow's role in society, it's clear that its impact extended far beyond the fields. It was a cornerstone of ancient China's growth, enabling population expansion, urbanization, and the rise of a complex, interconnected civilization. With this in mind, let's now turn our attention to another invention that carried heavy loads with surprising ease, a tool that made daily life more efficient and transformed the way people work. Now, shifting our focus from the fields to the bustling worksites of ancient China, we encounter another ingenious invention that revolutionized labor and efficiency: the wheelbarrow. This simple yet transformative tool, with its distinctive one-wheel design, became a cornerstone of construction and agriculture, making it easier to transport heavy loads with minimal effort. The wheelbarrow's invention is often attributed to the ingenuity of ancient Chinese engineers, who sought a solution to the challenges of moving large quantities of materials. Unlike earlier methods that required multiple people or animals to carry heavy loads, the wheelbarrow allowed a single person to transport goods with remarkable ease. Its design featured a single wheel at the front, balanced by two handles at the rear, creating a stable yet maneuverable device. This innovation not only saved time and energy, but also reduced the need for additional labor, making it a game-changer for both farmers and builders. In agriculture, the wheelbarrow proved indispensable. Farmers used it to carry harvested crops, tools, and fertilizers across their fields, significantly speeding up the process of planting and harvesting. Its ability to navigate narrow paths and uneven terrain made it ideal for rural settings where larger carts or animals might struggle. Similarly, in construction, the wheelbarrow became a vital tool for transporting bricks, stones, and other building materials. Its compact design allowed workers to move heavy loads through tight spaces, contributing to the rapid development of infrastructure and architecture. What set the wheelbarrow apart was its unique one-wheel configuration. Unlike two-wheeled carts, which required more space and effort to maneuver, the single wheel allowed for greater precision and control. This design also made the wheelbarrow lighter and easier to lift, especially when navigating obstacles or uneven ground. Over time, the wheelbarrow's practicality and versatility ensured its widespread adoption, not just in China but across the globe. As we consider the wheelbarrow's impact, it's clear that this humble invention was more than just a tool. It was a symbol of efficiency and ingenuity. By simplifying the movement of heavy loads, it transformed the way people worked, enabling faster progress in both agriculture and construction. With this in mind, let's now explore how another ancient Chinese invention bridged the gaps between remote regions, connecting people and ideas in ways that were previously unimaginable. Now, as we follow the journey of the wheelbarrow beyond the borders of ancient China, we uncover how this remarkable invention found its way into the hands of people across the globe. Its practicality and efficiency made it an indispensable tool, and its adoption by other cultures speaks volumes about its universal appeal. The wheelbarrow's spread began as trade routes expanded, connecting China to distant lands. Merchants and travelers, impressed by its simplicity and effectiveness, carried the design with them, introducing it to regions far and wide. In Europe, for instance, the wheelbarrow appeared during the Middle Ages, where it quickly became a staple in construction and agriculture. Its one-wheel design, though initially met with curiosity, soon proved its worth, offering a level of maneuverability that traditional carts couldn't match. In the Americas, the wheelbarrow arrived with European settlers, who used it to build new communities and cultivate vast farmlands. Its lightweight construction and ability to navigate rough terrain made it ideal for the challenges of frontier life. Similarly, in Africa and Asia, the wheelbarrow became a common sight, adapted to suit local needs and environments. Whether transporting goods through bustling markets or aiding in large-scale farming projects, its versatility ensured its place in daily life. What's fascinating is how the wheelbarrow evolved as it traveled. Different cultures added their own innovations, tweaking the design to better suit their specific requirements. Some versions featured larger wheels for stability, while others incorporated additional handles for shared use. Despite these variations, the core principle of the wheelbarrow remained unchanged, a single wheel balancing a load for easy transport. Even today, the wheelbarrow continues to be a vital tool worldwide. Modern versions, made from durable materials like steel and plastic, are used in construction sites, gardens, and farms. Its enduring utility is a testament to the brilliance of its original design, proving that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. As we reflect on the wheelbarrow's global journey, it's clear that this ancient invention transcended its origins, becoming a symbol of shared human ingenuity. Its ability to adapt and thrive in diverse settings highlights the universal need for tools that make life easier and work more efficient. With this in mind, let's now turn our attention to another groundbreaking invention, one that connected people across vast distances and reshaped the way we build and travel. Moving from the practical simplicity of the wheelbarrow, we now step into the realm of ancient Chinese engineering marvels, the suspension bridge. These structures, which seem almost magical in their ability to span vast distances, were not just feats of construction but also lifelines that connected remote regions and transformed travel and trade in ancient China. The suspension bridge, as we know it today, owes much of its early development to the ingenuity of ancient Chinese engineers. Unlike traditional bridges that relied on solid supports, suspension bridges used flexible cables or ropes anchored to sturdy towers, allowing them to stretch across rivers, gorges, and valleys with remarkable stability. This design was revolutionary, enabling people and goods to traverse previously impassable terrain. One of the most famous examples of ancient Chinese suspension bridges is the Anlin Bridge in Sichuan province. Built during the Song dynasty, this bridge spanned the Min River and was a critical link in the region's transportation network. Its construction involved weaving bamboo cables together to create a strong, flexible support system, a technique that showcased the resourcefulness of Chinese engineers. The bridge's ability to withstand the powerful currents of the river and the weight of heavy loads made it a vital asset for local communities. The engineering principles behind these bridges were both innovative and practical. By distributing weight across multiple cables and towers, suspension bridges could handle significant stress without collapsing. This design also allowed for greater flexibility, enabling the bridge to sway slightly in response to wind or movement, which actually made it more durable over time. The use of locally available materials such as bamboo and wood further demonstrated the adaptability of ancient Chinese engineering. Beyond their technical brilliance, suspension bridges played a crucial role in connecting isolated regions. In a country as vast and geographically diverse as China, these bridges facilitated trade, communication, and cultural exchange. They enabled merchants to transport goods more efficiently, soldiers to move troops quickly, and travelers to explore new areas. In many ways, suspension bridges were the highways of their time, bringing people together and fostering economic growth. The legacy of these ancient bridges extends far beyond their time. Modern suspension bridges, such as the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, draw inspiration from the same principles developed in ancient China. The idea of using flexible cables to span great distances has become a cornerstone of civil engineering, proving that the innovations of the past continue to shape the world we live in today. As we marvel at the ingenuity of ancient Chinese suspension bridges, it's clear that these structures were more than just engineering achievements. They were symbols of connection and progress. Their ability to unite distant lands and overcome natural barriers reminds us of the power of human creativity and determination. With this in mind, let's now explore another invention that pushed the boundaries of what was possible. An invention that not only changed the way people traveled, but also how they understood the world around them. Now, let's take a closer look at how the ancient Chinese suspension bridge continues to shape the world of engineering today. The principles that made these bridges so groundbreaking centuries ago have become foundational to modern civil engineering. The idea of using flexible cables to span vast distances, first perfected by ancient Chinese engineers, is now a standard technique in bridge construction worldwide. One of the most iconic examples of this legacy is the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Completed in the 1930s, this marvel of modern engineering relies on the same basic principles as the ancient Chinese suspension bridges. Its massive steel cables anchored to towering supports allow it to stretch across the Golden Gate Strait, connecting San Francisco to Marin County. The bridge's ability to withstand strong winds, heavy traffic, and even earthquakes is a testament to the enduring brilliance of the suspension design. But the influence of ancient Chinese engineering doesn't stop there. Modern suspension bridges, such as the Akashi Kaikyo Bridge in Japan and the Humber Bridge in the United Kingdom, also draw inspiration from these early innovations. These structures push the limits of what's possible, spanning even greater distances and supporting heavier loads, all while maintaining the flexibility and durability that made their ancient predecessors so effective. The materials may have changed, steel and concrete replacing bamboo and wood, but the core principles remain the same. Engineers today still rely on the concept of distributing weight across multiple cables and towers to create stable, long-lasting bridges. This approach not only ensures structural integrity, but also allows for designs that are both functional and visually stunning. Beyond their technical impact, ancient Chinese suspension bridges have also inspired a deeper appreciation for the art of engineering. They remind us that innovation often builds on the wisdom of the past. By studying these ancient designs, modern engineers gain valuable insights into how to solve contemporary challenges, from building bridges in earthquake-prone areas to creating sustainable infrastructure with minimal environmental impact. As we reflect on the legacy of these ancient bridges, it's clear that their influence extends far beyond their original purpose. They are a testament to the timeless nature of human ingenuity and the power of ideas to transcend generations. From the bamboo cables of the Anlin Bridge to the steel towers of the Golden Gate, the story of the suspension bridge is one of connection, not just between places but between the past and the future. With this in mind, let's now turn our attention to another invention that captured the imagination of ancient China and continues to inspire wonder today: the kite. This simple yet ingenious creation not only served practical purposes but also played a surprising role in scientific discovery. Now, shifting our focus to the skies, let's explore the fascinating origins of kites in ancient China. What began as a simple yet ingenious invention would go on to play a surprising role in both practical applications and cultural traditions. The earliest kites were crafted from bamboo and silk, materials that were lightweight yet durable enough to catch the wind. These early designs were far more than just toys. They were tools of innovation, used in ways that might surprise you today. One of the most intriguing uses of kites in ancient China was in military signaling. Imagine a battlefield where communication over long distances was a challenge. Kites provided a solution. By flying kites with specific colors or patterns, armies could send coded messages across vast stretches of land. This method allowed commanders to coordinate movements and strategies without relying on messengers who might be intercepted. The kite's ability to soar high above the terrain made it an invaluable tool for maintaining the element of surprise and gaining a tactical advantage. But the kite's significance didn't end on the battlefield. In Chinese culture, kites became deeply intertwined with festivals and celebrations. During events like the Qingming Festival, also known as Tomb Sweeping Day, flying kites was believed to bring good fortune and ward off evil spirits. People would write their wishes or prayers on the kites before releasing them into the sky, symbolizing the release of troubles and the hope for a brighter future. This tradition continues to this day, with kite festivals drawing crowds who marvel at the intricate designs and vibrant colors of these airborne creations. The cultural impact of kites extended beyond festivals too. They became a symbol of freedom and creativity, inspiring artists and poets to capture their beauty in paintings and literature. The sight of a kite dancing in the wind was often used as a metaphor for human aspirations, reminding people to aim high and embrace the possibilities of the unknown. As we reflect on the kite's journey from a military tool to a cultural icon, it's clear that this invention was far more than a simple pastime. It was a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Chinese thinkers who saw potential in the wind and turned it into something extraordinary. The kite's legacy continues to inspire, reminding us that even the simplest ideas can have a profound impact on the world. With this in mind, let's now turn our attention to another remarkable invention that emerged from ancient China, the abacus. This ancient calculating device not only revolutionized commerce and education, but also laid the groundwork for modern computing. Moving from their cultural and military significance, kites also played a pivotal role in early scientific exploration. Ancient Chinese innovators recognized the potential of kites not just as tools for communication or celebration, but as instruments for understanding the natural world. One of the most remarkable applications of kites was in the field of weather observation. By attaching lightweight instruments to kites, early scientists could gather data from higher altitudes, providing insights into wind patterns, temperature changes, and atmospheric conditions that were previously inaccessible. This method allowed them to study the skies in ways that laid the groundwork for modern meteorology. Kites were also used in experiments to test theories about flight and aerodynamics. By observing how different shapes and materials affected a kite's ability to stay aloft, ancient thinkers began to unravel the principles of lift and drag. These experiments were crucial steps toward understanding how objects could move through the air, eventually inspiring the development of more advanced flying machines. In fact, some historians believe that the study of kites directly influenced the design of early gliders, and even contributed to the eventual invention of the airplane. Beyond weather and flight, kites were even employed in early attempts to harness electricity. In one famous experiment, a kite was used to demonstrate the connection between lightning and electricity, a discovery that would later revolutionize our understanding of energy. While this particular experiment is often attributed to later inventors, the groundwork laid by ancient Chinese kite technology cannot be overlooked. The scientific contributions of kites highlight yet another layer of their ingenuity. What began as a simple device for catching the wind evolved into a versatile tool for exploration and discovery. The kite's ability to bridge the gap between the earth and the sky made it an invaluable asset in the quest for knowledge, proving once again that ancient Chinese inventions were far ahead of their time. As we continue to uncover the mysteries of ancient China, let's now turn our attention to another groundbreaking invention that transformed the way people calculated and recorded information, the abacus. This ancient device not only revolutionized mathematics but also set the stage for the computational tools we rely on today. Now, let's shift our focus to a tool that revolutionized the way people handled numbers and calculations, the abacus. This ancient device, often referred to as the world's first calculator, was a cornerstone of mathematical innovation in ancient China. Its invention marked a turning point in how societies approached commerce, education, and record-keeping, laying the foundation for the computational tools we use today. The abacus, with its simple yet ingenious design, consisted of a wooden frame with rods or wires, each holding movable beads. By sliding these beads back and forth, users could perform complex calculations with remarkable speed and accuracy. This made it an indispensable tool for merchants, traders, and government officials who needed to manage large sums of money, track inventories, or calculate taxes. In a time when written numerals were still evolving, the abacus provided a practical and efficient way to handle numerical data. But the abacus wasn't just a tool for commerce, it also played a vital role in education. In ancient China, mastering the abacus was considered an essential skill, and it was often taught alongside reading and writing. Students would spend hours practicing their calculations, developing mental agility and problem-solving skills that extended far beyond mathematics. The abacus became a symbol of intellectual discipline, and its use was seen as a mark of a well-educated individual. What's truly fascinating is how the abacus influenced the development of mathematics itself. By providing a visual and tactile way to understand numbers, it helped people grasp concepts like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division more intuitively. This hands-on approach to learning not only made math more accessible, but also inspired new ways of thinking about numerical relationships and patterns. In many ways, the abacus was a precursor to modern computing, demonstrating how a simple device could unlock complex possibilities. The legacy of the abacus extends far beyond ancient China. Over time, variations of this tool spread to other cultures, each adapting it to their own needs. Even today, the abacus remains in use in some parts of the world, a testament to its enduring practicality and effectiveness. Its influence can also be seen in the design of early mechanical calculators and even in the principles behind modern digital computing. As we reflect on the abacus, it's clear that this humble device was far more than just a counting tool. It was a gateway to understanding, a bridge between the physical and the abstract, and a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Chinese inventors. With its ability to simplify the complex and make the intangible tangible, the abacus stands as a shining example of how innovation can transform the way we see and interact with the world. And speaking of tools that shape the course of history, let's now turn our attention to another remarkable invention that transformed agriculture and food production: the seed drill. This device not only revolutionized farming practices but also played a key role in supporting the growth of ancient Chinese society. The abacus, though ancient in origin, continues to hold a surprising level of relevance in today's world. While modern technology has introduced advanced calculators and computers, the abacus remains a valuable tool in certain contexts. In some parts of Asia, particularly in schools and training centers, the abacus is still taught as a way to enhance mental math skills. Students learn to visualize the beads and perform calculations in their minds, a practice known as mental abacus. This method not only improves arithmetic abilities but also sharpens concentration, memory, and cognitive flexibility. It's a testament to the timeless effectiveness of this ancient device. Beyond education, the abacus has also left its mark on the development of modern computing. The principles behind its design, breaking down complex calculations into simple, repeatable steps, laid the groundwork for early mechanical calculators. Inventors like Blaise Pascal and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz drew inspiration from the abacus when creating their own calculating machines. These early devices, in turn, paved the way for the electronic computers we rely on today. The abacus, in essence, was the first step in a long journey toward the digital age, proving that even the simplest tools can spark revolutionary ideas. What's more, the abacus serves as a reminder of the importance of tactile and visual learning in understanding abstract concepts. Its beads and rods provided a physical representation of numbers, making math more accessible and less intimidating. This approach resonates with modern educational methods that emphasize hands-on learning and interactive tools. In a world increasingly dominated by screens, the abacus offers a refreshing alternative, encouraging users to engage with numbers in a tangible way. The enduring legacy of the abacus also highlights the ingenuity of ancient Chinese inventors. Their ability to create a tool that not only solved immediate problems but also inspired future innovations is a testament to their forward-thinking mindset. The abacus wasn't just a product of its time, it was a stepping stone to a future where calculations could be performed with unprecedented speed and precision. As we consider the abacus's lasting impact, it's clear that this ancient invention is far from obsolete. It continues to teach, inspire, and connect us to a rich history of mathematical discovery. And now, as we move forward, let's explore another groundbreaking invention that transformed the way ancient China approached agriculture: the seed drill. This remarkable device not only improved farming efficiency, but also played a crucial role in shaping the growth and stability of ancient Chinese society. Now, let's turn our attention to another marvel of ancient Chinese innovation, the seed drill. This ingenious invention revolutionized the way crops were planted, bringing a level of precision and efficiency that was unheard of at the time. Before the seed drill, farmers relied on scattering seeds by hand, a method that was not only labor-intensive but also highly inconsistent. Seeds would often be planted too close together or too far apart, leading to uneven growth and wasted resources. The seed drill changed all that by introducing a systematic approach to planting. The seed drill was designed to plant seeds at a consistent depth and spacing, ensuring optimal conditions for growth. It consisted of a series of tubes or channels that dropped seeds into the soil at regular intervals as the device was pulled across the field. This simple yet effective mechanism allowed farmers to plant crops more quickly and with far greater accuracy. The result was a significant increase in agricultural productivity, as crops grew more uniformly and yielded better harvests, but the impact of the seed drill went beyond just improving crop yields. By making farming more efficient, it freed up labor and resources that could be used for other purposes. This shift played a crucial role in supporting population growth and urbanization in ancient China. With more food being produced reliably, communities could expand and cities could flourish. The seed drill, in many ways, laid the foundation for the agricultural advancements that would follow, both in China and around the world. What's particularly fascinating about the seed drill is how it reflects the ancient Chinese understanding of the natural world. Farmers of the time recognized the importance of proper seed placement and soil conditions, and the seed drill was a direct response to that knowledge. It wasn't just a tool, it was a manifestation of centuries of agricultural wisdom, refined into a practical solution that transformed farming practices. As we reflect on the seed drill's legacy, it's clear that this invention was more than just a technological breakthrough. It was a catalyst for societal change, enabling ancient China to sustain its growing population and build thriving communities. And as we continue our journey through the puzzling inventions of ancient China, we'll next explore another device that played a vital role in shaping the landscape of the ancient world, the chain pump. This remarkable invention not only transformed water management but also left a lasting impact on agriculture and beyond. Now, let's take a closer look at how the seed drill's influence extended far beyond its initial use in ancient China, shaping farming practices for centuries to come. This remarkable invention didn't just improve crop yields, it fundamentally changed the way people approached agriculture, setting the stage for modern farming techniques that we still rely on today. One of the most significant ways the seed drill transformed farming was by introducing the concept of precision agriculture. Before its invention, planting seeds was a haphazard process, often resulting in uneven growth and wasted resources. The seed drill's ability to place seeds at consistent depths and intervals meant that crops could grow more uniformly, maximizing the use of available land. This principle of precision planting became a cornerstone of agricultural practices, influencing everything from crop rotation to soil management. The seed drill also played a key role in reducing labor demands. By automating the planting process, it allowed farmers to cover larger areas of land with less effort. This efficiency not only increased productivity, but also freed up time and energy for other essential tasks such as irrigation and pest control. Over time, this shift toward mechanized farming paved the way for more advanced agricultural tools and machinery, laying the groundwork for the industrial farming methods we see today. Another lasting impact of the seed drill is its contribution to sustainable farming practices. By ensuring that seeds were planted at optimal depths, it helped conserve soil moisture and reduce erosion. This careful management of resources was a precursor to modern sustainable agriculture, which emphasizes the importance of preserving soil health and minimizing environmental impact. The seed drill's legacy can be seen in today's no-till farming techniques, which aim to protect the soil while maintaining high crop yields. Interestingly, the seed drill's influence wasn't confined to China. As knowledge of this invention spread, it inspired similar devices in other parts of the world. For example, during the agricultural revolution in Europe, the seed drill was adapted and refined, becoming a key tool in transforming farming practices across the continent. This global adoption underscores the universal importance of efficient planting methods and highlights the seed drill's role as a catalyst for agricultural innovation worldwide. As we consider the seed drill's enduring legacy, it's clear that this ancient invention was far ahead of its time. Its principles of precision, efficiency, and sustainability continue to shape modern agriculture, proving that even the simplest tools can have a profound and lasting impact. With this in mind, let's now turn our attention to another groundbreaking invention that transformed water management in ancient China, the chain pump. This device not only revolutionized irrigation but also played a crucial role in supporting agricultural growth and beyond. Moving forward, let's dive into the fascinating world of the chain pump, an ingenious invention that revolutionized water management in ancient China. This remarkable device was not just a tool for irrigation. It was a game-changer that transformed how water was moved and distributed, supporting agriculture and beyond in ways that were truly ahead of their time. The chain pump's design was both simple and brilliant. It consisted of a series of wooden or metal plates attached to a looped chain which was powered by a rotating wheel. As the wheel turned, the plates scooped water from a lower source, such as a river or well, and carried it upward to be discharged into irrigation channels or fields. This continuous loop allowed for a steady flow of water, making it far more efficient than manual methods like bucket lifting. The chain pump's ability to move large volumes of water with minimal effort was a breakthrough in engineering, and its design principles are still admired today. One of the most significant uses of the chain pump was in irrigation. In ancient China, where agriculture was the backbone of society, ensuring a reliable water supply for crops was essential. The chain pump made it possible to irrigate fields that were previously too dry or difficult to reach, significantly boosting agricultural productivity. Farmers could now cultivate larger areas of land, leading to increased food production and supporting the growth of ancient Chinese civilization. This invention was particularly vital in regions with uneven terrain or limited rainfall, where efficient water management was crucial for survival. But the chain pump's impact didn't stop at agriculture. It also played a key role in urban water management, helping to supply water to cities and towns. By lifting water from rivers or wells into storage tanks or aqueducts, the chain pump ensured that communities had access to clean water for drinking, cooking, and sanitation. This innovation not only improved public health but also supported the development of larger, more complex urban centers. What's truly remarkable about the chain pump is how its influence extended beyond China. As knowledge of this invention spread, it inspired similar devices in other parts of the world. For example, during the Islamic Golden Age, engineers adapted the chain pump for use in water-raising systems, further demonstrating its versatility and effectiveness. This global adoption highlights the chain pump's universal importance and its role as a catalyst for innovation in water management across cultures. The chain pump's legacy is a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Chinese engineers. By addressing one of humanity's most fundamental challenges, access to water, this invention laid the groundwork for modern irrigation and water distribution systems. Its principles of efficiency, sustainability, and adaptability continue to inspire engineers and innovators today, proving that even ancient technologies can have a lasting impact on the world. With this in mind, let's now explore another groundbreaking invention that reshaped ancient Chinese society, the crossbow, a weapon that revolutionized warfare and left an indelible mark on history. Now, let's take a closer look at how the chain pump's influence reached far beyond the borders of ancient China, shaping water management practices across the globe. This remarkable invention didn't just transform agriculture at home, it became a cornerstone of innovation in other civilizations, proving its universal value and adaptability. As trade routes expanded and cultural exchanges flourished, knowledge of the chain pump began to spread. One of the earliest adopters of this technology was the Islamic world during its golden age. Engineers in regions like Persia and the Middle East recognized the chain pump's potential and adapted it to suit their own needs. They used it in sophisticated water-raising systems such as the Noria, which lifted water from rivers to supply cities and irrigate fields. This adaptation showcased the chain pump's versatility and its ability to inspire new solutions in different environments. The chain pump also found its way to Europe, where it was integrated into medieval water management systems. In places like Spain and Italy, the device was used to supply water to towns and monasteries, ensuring a steady flow for daily needs and agricultural purposes. Its efficiency and reliability made it a valuable tool in regions where water scarcity was a constant challenge. Over time, the chain pump's design influenced the development of more advanced hydraulic machines, laying the groundwork for modern water-lifting technologies. Beyond irrigation and urban water supply, the chain pump's applications extended to mining and industry. In ancient China, it was used to drain water from mines, allowing for deeper excavation and access to valuable resources. This practice was later adopted in other parts of the world, where the chain pump became an essential tool for mining operations. Its ability to move large volumes of water quickly and efficiently made it indispensable in industries that relied on water management for productivity and safety. What's truly fascinating is how the chain pump's principles continue to resonate today. Modern engineers and innovators draw inspiration from its design, applying similar concepts to create sustainable water management solutions. From solar-powered irrigation systems to advanced hydraulic pumps, the legacy of the chain pump lives on in technologies that address some of the world's most pressing water challenges. The chain pump's global reach is a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Chinese engineering and its ability to transcend cultural and geographical boundaries. By spreading to other civilizations and finding new applications, this invention not only improved lives in its time but also paved the way for future innovations. As we move forward, let's explore another invention that reshaped ancient Chinese society, the crossbow, a weapon that revolutionized warfare and left an indelible mark on history. Now, shifting our focus to the battlefield, we uncover another groundbreaking invention from ancient China, the crossbow. This powerful weapon not only transformed the dynamics of warfare, but also showcased the ingenuity of Chinese military technology. Unlike traditional bows, the crossbow was designed to be easier to use, requiring less training while delivering devastating accuracy and force. Its invention marked a turning point in ancient combat, giving Chinese armies a significant edge over their adversaries. The crossbow's design was both simple and brilliant. It featured a horizontal bow mounted on a stock, with a mechanism to hold the drawn string in place until the trigger was released. This allowed soldiers to aim with precision and fire with minimal effort, making it accessible even to those without extensive archery skills. The weapon's ability to launch bolts or arrows at high speeds made it deadly against both infantry and cavalry, reshaping the strategies of ancient warfare. One of the crossbow's greatest advantages was its versatility. It could be used in various terrains and conditions, from open battlefields to fortified city walls. During sieges, crossbowmen could rain down bolts on enemy forces from a safe distance, weakening defenses before an assault. In open combat, the crossbow's range and power allowed soldiers to strike enemies before they could close the distance, giving Chinese armies a tactical advantage. This adaptability made the crossbow a cornerstone of military strategy during the Warring States period and beyond. The crossbow also played a crucial role in leveling the playing field in ancient warfare. Unlike traditional bows, which required years of training to master, the crossbow could be operated effectively by relatively inexperienced soldiers. This democratization of military power allowed armies to expand their ranks and maintain a formidable presence on the battlefield. The weapon's ease of use and effectiveness made it a favorite among commanders and soldiers alike, solidifying its place in Chinese military history. Beyond its immediate impact, the crossbow's influence extended far beyond ancient China. As knowledge of this invention spread, other civilizations began to adopt and adapt the technology for their own armies. The crossbow became a symbol of innovation in warfare, inspiring the development of similar weapons across the globe. Its legacy can still be seen in modern projectile weapons, which owe much to the principles first perfected by ancient Chinese engineers. The crossbow's invention is a testament to the creativity and practicality of ancient Chinese technology. By revolutionizing warfare and providing a tool that was both powerful and accessible, it left an indelible mark on history. As we continue our journey through the puzzling inventions of ancient China, let's turn our attention to another remarkable creation, the umbrella, a simple yet ingenious device that has become a universal symbol of practicality and culture. Now, as we delve deeper into the story of the crossbow, let's explore how this ancient weapon evolved over time and its lasting impact on modern weaponry. The crossbow didn't remain static after its initial invention. It underwent significant advancements that further enhanced its effectiveness and versatility. Over centuries, Chinese engineers refined its design, introducing innovations like the repeating crossbow, which could fire multiple bolts in rapid succession. This development was a game-changer, allowing soldiers to maintain a high rate of fire during intense battles. The evolution of the crossbow didn't stop within China's borders. As trade routes expanded and cultural exchanges flourished, the technology spread to other parts of the world. In Europe, for example, the crossbow became a staple of medieval warfare, with modifications like heavier draw weights and more durable materials. These adaptations made the weapon even more powerful, capable of piercing armor and fortifications. The crossbow's influence was so profound that it shaped the trajectory of military technology for centuries to come. Fast forward to the modern era, and the principles behind the crossbow continue to inspire innovation. While firearms have largely replaced traditional projectile weapons, the crossbow's legacy lives on in modern designs. Today's crossbows are engineered with advanced materials like carbon fiber and precision mechanisms, making them more accurate and efficient than ever. They're used not only in military and tactical applications but also in sports and hunting, proving that the crossbow's utility transcends time. Beyond its physical form, the crossbow's influence can be seen in the development of other projectile-based technologies. The concept of using stored energy to launch a projectile central to the crossbow's design has been adapted in everything from slingshots to advanced ballistic systems. Even in the realm of modern weaponry, the crossbow's legacy is evident in the design of certain firearms and launchers, which draw on the same principles of precision and power. The crossbow's journey from ancient China to the modern world is a testament to the enduring impact of human ingenuity. It's a reminder that even the simplest ideas can spark revolutions, shaping the course of history in ways we might never have imagined. As we move forward in our exploration of ancient Chinese inventions, let's turn our attention to another fascinating creation, the umbrella, a device that combines practicality with cultural significance and continues to be a part of our daily lives. Now, shifting our focus to a more everyday yet equally remarkable invention, let's uncover the story of the umbrella. While it might seem like a simple tool today, the umbrella has a rich history rooted in ancient China, where it was not just a practical device but also a symbol of status and artistry. The earliest umbrellas were crafted from materials like silk and bamboo, designed to shield people from both rain and sun. But what made the Chinese umbrella truly groundbreaking was its folding mechanism, a clever innovation that made it portable and convenient for daily use. The folding umbrella was a marvel of engineering for its time. Its collapsible design allowed it to be easily carried and stored, a feature that was particularly useful in a society where mobility and adaptability were highly valued. The frame, often made of bamboo, was lightweight yet sturdy, while the canopy, typically made of oiled paper or silk, provided effective protection from the elements. This combination of practicality and elegance made the umbrella a cherished item among the elite, often adorned with intricate designs and patterns that reflected the owner's taste and social standing. Beyond its practical uses, the umbrella held deep cultural significance in ancient China. It was often associated with nobility and authority, with high-ranking officials and royalty using elaborately decorated umbrellas as symbols of their power. In religious and ceremonial contexts, umbrellas were used to signify protection and divine favor, adding a layer of spiritual meaning to their design. Even in art and literature, the umbrella became a recurring motif, representing shelter, grace, and the harmony between humans and nature. The umbrella's journey didn't end in ancient China. Over time, it spread to other parts of the world, evolving in both form and function. In Europe, for example, the umbrella became a fashionable accessory, with new materials like waterproof fabrics and metal frames enhancing its durability and style. Today, the umbrella is a universal tool found in nearly every culture and used by people from all walks of life. Yet, its origins in ancient China remain a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of its inventors. As we reflect on the umbrella's enduring legacy, it's fascinating to see how a seemingly simple invention has woven itself into the fabric of human history. From its humble beginnings as a protective device to its role as a cultural icon, the umbrella continues to be a part of our lives, reminding us of the timeless value of innovation and adaptability. With that, let's turn our attention to another ancient Chinese invention that has left an indelible mark on the world: the abacus, a tool that revolutionized calculation and laid the groundwork for modern computing. Now, let's take a closer look at how the umbrella traveled far beyond the borders of ancient China, becoming a universal tool embraced by cultures around the world. As trade routes expanded and ideas flowed between civilizations, the umbrella found its way into the hands of people across Asia, the Middle East, and eventually Europe. Each culture adapted the umbrella to suit its own needs and aesthetic preferences, creating a fascinating tapestry of designs and uses. In India, for example, the umbrella took on a spiritual dimension, often seen in religious ceremonies and as a symbol of protection in Hindu and Buddhist traditions. The chhatra, a ceremonial umbrella, became an important emblem of royalty and divinity, adorning temples and statues of deities. Meanwhile, in Japan, the umbrella evolved into the wagasa, a delicate yet durable version made from bamboo and washi paper, often used in traditional tea ceremonies and festivals. The Japanese also developed the bangasa, a sturdier umbrella designed for everyday use, showcasing the blend of functionality and artistry. When the umbrella reached Europe in the 16th century, it initially faced resistance. Seen as a foreign oddity, it was often mocked or dismissed. However, over time, its practicality won over skeptics, and by the 18th century, it had become a fashionable accessory among the European elite. Innovations like waterproof fabrics and metal frames transformed the umbrella into a more durable and stylish item, paving the way for its widespread adoption. In England, the umbrella became a symbol of resilience, famously carried by the working class during the rainy weather, earning it the nickname the brolly. Across the Atlantic, the umbrella found a new home in the Americas, where it became a staple of urban life. In the United States, the invention of the compact folding umbrella in the 20th century made it even more convenient for city dwellers, solidifying its place as an essential item. Today, the umbrella is a global phenomenon with countless variations reflecting the unique tastes and needs of different cultures. From the brightly colored parasols of Mexico to the sleek, modern designs of Scandinavian countries, the umbrella continues to evolve while staying true to its original purpose, providing shelter and comfort. The umbrella's global journey is a testament to its timeless appeal and adaptability. What began as a simple yet ingenious invention in ancient China has become a universal tool, transcending cultural and geographical boundaries. Its story reminds us of the power of innovation to connect people across time and space, proving that even the most ordinary objects can have extraordinary histories. With that, let's move forward to explore another ancient Chinese invention that has shaped the way we think and calculate. The abacus, a device that revolutionized mathematics and laid the foundation for modern computing. From the groundbreaking seismoscope to the ingenious abacus, the 25 puzzling inventions of ancient China have left an indelible mark on human history. Each of these creations, born from the brilliance and curiosity of ancient minds, showcases the remarkable ingenuity of a civilization that was centuries ahead of its time. Whether it was the compass guiding explorers across uncharted seas, gunpowder reshaping the face of warfare, or papermaking revolutionizing communication, these inventions not only transformed ancient China, but also laid the foundation for countless advancements that continue to shape our world today. What's truly fascinating is how these inventions transcended their original purposes, influencing cultures far beyond China's borders. The umbrella, for instance, evolved from a simple shelter into a global symbol of practicality and artistry. Similarly, the printing press and the seed drill sparked revolutions in knowledge and agriculture, proving that innovation knows no boundaries. These inventions remind us that the past is not just a collection of stories, but a living legacy that continues to inspire and inform our modern lives. As we wrap up this journey through ancient China's most puzzling inventions, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these inventions fascinates you the most? Was it the crossbow's precision, the suspension bridge's engineering marvel, or perhaps the kite's dual role in science and culture? Let us know in the comments below. Your thoughts and insights make these discussions even more enriching. If you enjoyed exploring these historical mysteries, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating journeys into the past. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, history is full of surprises waiting to be uncovered. Thanks for watching.